Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I run a training program called Modern Founder, where I help established founders and business owners learn tools like AI, automation, and cold outbound. So if things like that interest you, then please subscribe down below or keep watching. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of the course build. So this week is all about building out slides and lesson material, filming them on Loom, which is my choice of software to film on, which is what I'm filming on now. And then setting up infrastructure and software for the clients for what they need for their campaigns and outbound stuff. And then, any roadblocks I ran into, which we'll cover in the rest of the video. So let's dive in. So here's a quick look at the slides I made. And again, it's really simple. It's just on Google Slides. To begin with, this is obviously the first iteration of the course. It's going to live within the Go High Level platform is my plan, or just as a folder of Loom videos. The slides won't be accessible by people. It will just be me filming myself, like this, with the slideshow, like this, for example. So, title slides, and then, going into detail into the subject matter. So that's just keeping things really, really simple, and trying to, get to the result of a filmed course, or the bones of it, as quickly as possible, so that the people who are joining can learn the material that we don't want to cover on the group calls. And then my group calls can be all about strategy, overcoming roadblocks, and helping people live on the calls. So this is how I've thought about building out my course product and building out the material, so that there's something living there for people to watch and refer to, and then ask questions on the group calls. So that was like job number 1. Then I picked Mission Inbox, which I won't go into too much detail on them, but they're awesome. This is where I've set everybody's email infrastructure up, so everybody's domains and mailboxes live in here. I've set up all these, everybody's infrastructure for the 5 people with all their mailboxes. They're now warming up in instantly. So that was a big job, getting everyone set up so that when we start the course, they're ready, and within a few weeks, they'll have a warm, ready to send email infrastructure. So all the stuff that I'm going to be teaching them, they can start implementing as quickly as possible and get them to a win as quickly as possible. So that was Mission Inbox, getting everybody set up in there and getting everybody set up in instantly. And then I also did some Figma kind of like representations of some of the lessons as well. I really like Figma, and just it's a great way to visualize and teach people visually how things work. Great for frameworks like this. And I could, add images from my slides in and then present them on calls like that. So this was great. I did a few of these, and sort of mix and match between the slides, speaking through slides, and speaking through the more visual elements that need to live within something like Figma. So love Figma. Again, it's really simple to use, and I come from a design background, so obviously easy for me. But I would definitely recommend this just for getting information, more complex information down in a visual format. So that was really helpful. So that was another thing I did in week 2. And then finally, I think for me personally, like a roadblock that I needed to overcome was just going back to my principles and what those principles are, and almost what the brand identity becomes for this course. I picked the name Modern Founder because I want to teach everybody to become a modern founder and the tools required to do that. I think that everybody who is a founder of their own business, who is a business owner, who starts their own thing, should follow these kinds of principles. And the reason I went through these and ironed these out was because I'd hit a roadblock around what lead sourcing techniques to teach people. And I really needed to go back to what my principles were and the reasons why I'm teaching people these things. I was obviously worried about making my first iteration too complex for my students, but there's ways in which I could teach them the complex tools, but keep them within the guardrails of templates and other things like that. And it took me a long time. It really took me like a week to get to this outcome. And I really wanted to just make sure I was taking the action and making sure that I was pushing through the barriers. But really, this was a real mental block for me. Because obviously I want it to be right. I want it to be the best possible product for people, and I want them to understand it, but I also want them to get the best result. And what, what I ended up landing on was I'm going to teach them the more complex techniques, but keep them within the guardrails of templates. I realized that my value is in teaching them these tools rather than trying to teach them other ways of doing things that are more simple in the beginning, or cut out steps to not cause overwhelm or confusion. But actually it's all about my guardrails that I set up for people, and this is all like the mindset that I've had to change in my mind, which is going from a service provider predominantly doing done for you services with this kind of work, email work, but also in the past being a designer and doing the work for people, not helping them achieve an outcome. And I think this is kind of the mindset I've had to shift through this whole time, and this is the struggle that I've had. So not to go in too deep on that, but these were the principles I came up with, and these really helped me guide me towards the outcome that I need for my course, and making sure I'm focusing on where I can be most valuable. And even though the tools may be complex on first look, within my guardrails and using my templates and having my support, it's going to teach them a much better system moving forward, and this is the best possible outcome for my course. So I kind of had to come back to this principles and this almost like brand identity to get to this outcome, and I really did spin my wheels here, and I think this has been the hardest part of the course so far. So a few principles here. I think it's important to define these, I would say, as you go, and make sure that you always have like a guiding set of principles, a guiding sort of roadmap for you, so that you can just come back to it. But also these will be useful for your students in the future, I believe. That was week 2. I hope that was valuable for you guys. In week 3, I'll be discussing strategy calls, how I built a GPT or a few GPTs in Claude to help my strategy calls run better and in more detail, how I picked up testimonials from those, and lots of other bits and bobs like that. So stay for week 3. Thanks for watching. If you're keen to see more videos on how I build my course, then I'm going to be posting that weekly. I also post about go-to-market strategies and tools, cold email, automation, and all things that help you become a modern founder. So if you're keen for that, then subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.